call a hole-in-one? Oh dear, I'm glad we got that one out of the way. Don't people do the funniest things? But that's what you get when you're working with the public. You do tend to meet all sorts. Can I just squeeze in here just a second, sir? Do you have that kind of job where you sort of meet with the public?
Yeah.
Do you? What do you do?
I work for British Airways at the moment.
You work for British Airways?
Uh-huh.
And what's your name?
Andy.
Andy?
Raymond.
Andy Raymond. Nice to meet you, Andy. So you work for British Airways. What did you do before that?
I was a mounted police officer.
Mounted... Oh, that's right. You were, weren't you?
Yeah.
We've got a picture of you, actually, as a mounted police officer. There you are. And that's you on top, isn't it? And... What was the name of the horse, Andy?
Cranwell.
And were you together a long time?
Long enough.
Do you build up a sort of a special relationship with your horse?
Yeah.
I imagine you do.
Yeah.
Were you quite possessive of that? I bet you wouldn't give...
Very jealous.
Yeah, I bet you wouldn't give the horse to just anyone to hold, would you?
No.
Except, of course, that you did. Didn't you, Andy?
I certainly did.
And what am I referring to, would you say? That special day in a mounted policeman's life, what happened?
Right. I got called to a burglary taking place.
OK.
And I'm galloping down the street on good old Cranwell. And there's a police car turned up, and 2 police officers were already there. And there was this burglar poking his head over the top of the roof.
So you got him?
Well, no, not quite. We ran up the stairs after him, thing,
right.
And like I normally do, is give the police horse to a member of the public talk. They're all like patting the old police horse. So myself and the officer run up the stairs, and he comes over my radio. Yeah, mounted officer, what have you done with your horse? And I said, I've given it to a member of the public to hold. There's silence. And then the police, Hammersmith police station came back onto me on the radio and said, yeah, mounted officer, the little old lady who phoned up to say there was a burglary taking place has been watching everything and is back on the phone to say that the person holding the horse is the other burglar that came down the drain.
Ladies and gentlemen, mounted and stuff, this is former PC Andy Raymond. Let's find another policeman. Are you a policeman? No, you're not? Do you work for the police force?
No.
You don't work for the police force? Are you a policeman?
No.
No? No, you're not, are you, actually? No. What's your name?
Terry Holt.
Terry Holt.
Yeah.
Funny, I just didn't think you were a policeman. I just looked at you and I thought, you're not a policeman.
No, I can pretend to be one. No.
Yeah. Has anyone ever mistaken you for a policeman?
Yeah.
Why would they do that, Mr. Holt?
Because my car broke down.
Your car broke down, OK.
And I was dressed as a policeman.
And why were you dressed as a policeman, Terry?
Because I was going to a party to strip off as a policeman.
All right, you're a strippogram.
A strippogram, that's right.
What, now? It's not that kind of show, madam. Not yet, anyway. Well, it is now you're here, but anyway. So you're on your way to a party, to work, as a strippogram.
And my car broke down.
Right,
so I had to
dressed
push,
as a policeman.
Dressed as a policeman, and I pushed the car into the nearest garage and asked the guy, could he fix it for me? And he said, well, I'm quite busy today, quite full, like, so I said, well, I'm a real policeman. Can you do it any quicker, like? So he said, well, give me half an hour. I'll fix it for you. And he did it for me and didn't charge me. So when I left, I said...
You didn't actually say, I'm a strippogram?
No, I kept a straight face.
And you never came clean?
No. Well, I left, I said to him, well, if I ever come across you and you commit an offence, I'll see what I can do. Cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got him bang to rights here. Terry Holt, ladies and gentlemen.
My name's Nicole Cabe. Here's my confession. One night I was going through my sister's drawer because I was looking for a pen, and I found her diary, and I ripped out a few pages because I couldn't read it. So I brought them downstairs, but I didn't know what to do with them, so I posted them through people's letterboxes. I'm sorry.
I wonder what it was you said that having twins means having twice the fun. Was it you? No? Was it your mum?
No.
No? Well, it must have been someone who didn't know what they were talking about. What's your name?
Lindsay.
Lindsay?
Stuart.
Stuart. And what's your name?
Alison Stuart.
Alison Stuart. The Stuart twins. The terrible Stuart twins. So it's Lindsay in the glasses and it's Alison without the glasses. Just got an idea. If you take the glasses off, Lindsay, OK. And you give them to your sister. You put them on. You put them on, Alison? Now, that would confuse absolutely anybody. So if you wear the glasses, no one's going to know. That's quite a good trick, isn't it? That'd be quite a good trick to play, say...
A teacher.
On a teacher. Absolutely right. At school. Fantastic.
I've already did it before.
You've already done it? Oh, I was going to suggest it, but you've already done it. How long ago?
When I was in Premier 1.
Premier 1. Is that like a football league, isn't it? So how long ago is Premier 1?
5 years ago.
5 years ago. So you swapped glasses and you thought that would be a jolly good trick to play on your teacher because she wouldn't know who it was.
I went into her classroom.
Pardon?
I went into her classroom.
Yeah, and you watched. What were you doing while your sister was having to do all the work? Did you go into her class?
Yeah.
Was that fun? Have you done it since, or just Premier 1?
Just Premier 1.
You didn't think this is quite a jolly good wheeze, we could do this every lesson? And your teacher never found out, did she?
Mm-mm.
No, not at all, ever.
No.
What would your teachers say if they knew? What do you think? What would your teachers say?
If I was in trouble,
Would they get you into trouble?
she would send the letters to her mum.
They'd send letters to your mum. You think you'd be in trouble if you told your teacher? Well, I've got quite a good idea. I was thinking of telling one of your teachers, because she's here from Kilbowie Primary School. A fifth-year form teacher, Mrs. Buchanan. She's just up there, look. Look up there. Come down. There you go. Hello, Mrs. Buchanan. Terrible twins. They're terrible twins. Well, look, they've made a confession on television. Shall we forgive them?
Oh, I think so. Just
Yeah.
this once.
Just this once. Well, look, we've had a nice little clean slate from Teacher Award. One for you, Lindsay. One for you, Alison. Excellent. Tick, BG, see me, Mrs. Buchanan and the Stewart twins. You know how it is when you think you see someone you know, but you're not quite sure? Well, I think I know a face in our audience tonight, but I just can't place him. So I'm going to do the sensible thing and ask him. And it's you, sir, in the blue shirt and the dodgy beard. I'm sure I know you from somewhere. Do I know you? Actually, can you just come down here? I just need to ask you a few questions. I'm sure I do know you from somewhere. Come down to my confessions couch. Take a seat there. Just sit down there. See, I'm sure I've seen your face somewhere before. What's your name?
Les
Les.
Halliday.
OK, Les. And where do you work?
I work at Central Television.
Ah. Well, maybe that's where it is. I've probably seen it at Central Television sometime. And it's just nice to have someone on the show who understands television, really. Right. That's what the producer said when you were booked, anyway. So, what I really find, when people find out you work in television, do you find that people come up to you and say, I don't know, television these days, it's not quite as good as it used to be. All that rubbish that's on... I mean, obviously not Saturday Night on BBC1, but do they come up and say, look at all that rubbish, look at all those repeats?
Sometimes, yeah, I think that's probably the case.
Well, what I say is, people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. That's what I say. Do you agree?
Yeah, that's a good idea, yeah.
You ever thrown any stones, Les?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. When you were young, Les?
Yeah.
In the garden, Les?
Oh, yeah, we used to do a little bit of shot put practice.
You used to do a little bit of shot practice, that's what you said. So,
yeah.
So just describe the scene for us.
This is a long time ago. I was only about 10, 11, something like that.
OK.
And we were in the garden and we thought it was a good idea to... I was with a friend. We were throwing stones into the next-door neighbour's garden.
Right. Any particular reason?
Well, it was just sort of a bit of a game, really, more than anything.
Right.
Yeah.
It was a friendly game to play on your neighbour.
Yeah. But we didn't realise that we were just sort of throwing into the garden and...
big stones, little... What?
Well, they started off small, but they...
You ran out of small ones.
We ran out of small ones, so there's a few half-house bricks and...
And where were these stones landing? Could you tell?
Well, we weren't quite sure at the time. We just kept throwing them over, you see, and... Well, after a while, we ran out of stones, so we sort of stopped throwing, obviously. And we thought that was the end of it. And it was only till later on the neighbour came round and said that she had a goldfish pond. And,
right. Some of the fish had...
So all these fish had sort of died.
Under this avalanche of rocks that had come from next door.
Yeah. I think she thought that the vandals, you know...
Right. Yeah. Do you remember whose garden you were in?
Yeah, I do, actually, yeah.
Yeah, what was his name?
Rob Greenhouse.
Rob, yeah, Rob Greenhouse. Yeah, you're right, because he shopped you and he's here now. Ladies and gentlemen, Rob Greenhouse. Rob. Hiya. Take a seat down the end there. So, Rob, who was responsible for the dead goldfish, then?
Les. I didn't want anything to do with it. And it was Les chucking all the stones every time.
So you didn't do anything?
No, Les was definitely the ringleader.
No, I think...
You threw all of them?
I think it was a joint effort, actually, Rob. I seem to...
No, I didn't have anything to do with it. Nothing at all.
Well, of course, Les and Rob find this all very amusing, but at the time, the authorities took it very seriously. Nottingham Police launched a full-scale investigation. The regional crime squad were called in. A full-scale manhunt took place, but no arrest was ever made. For one police officer, this was the ultimate challenge. He dedicated the rest of his career to tracking down it's true, the perpetrators of what has been described as the crime of the century against fish. This week, now in retirement, this officer talked to our cameras for the first time about what it would mean to him today to lay his hands on the guilty parties.
I don't know, it's just the fact that after having done 27 years within the police service, and the majority of my cases that I dealt with been cleared up nicely, there's just one particular case that was still outstanding, which I never managed to clear up. But woe betide the person if I find him. His time will come.
There's a police officer there who is not very happy.
Doesn't look very happy, does
He doesn't look very happy. There seemed to be a bit of a flicker there when you saw him come on the screen. Why was that?
That was my dad.
That's right. It was your dad. And it was your dad who got all the complaints. And it was your dad who thought, right, well, I better try and sort this one out. Little did he know that the perpetrator was under his own roof. And he never knew.
Never knew.
Well, do you think you get arrested when you go home tonight?
I think I'll be all right. I think
Yeah.
I think
Well, you won't get arrested when you go home tonight, but you might get arrested now. Ladies and gentlemen, ex-police sergeant John Halliday. Sir, take a seat. Oh, cuff him round the ear. You cuffed him?
Yeah, I did.
He once did me for speeding, you know.
He did you for speeding as well? So, John, you're the local police. You got all the complaints. You tried to work it all out, and the culprit was living with you at the time. He was in your own house.
They get everywhere.
Yeah. What does that say about your powers of detection? Then,
It doesn't say a lot, does it? But we do what we can.
And what do you think then, after all these years, John? Do you think he should be forgiven?
Yes, I think we can forgive him, being as it's so long ago, but I think there ought to be a penance of some sort, really.
Very good idea. Penance. Always up for a good penance. What should we do in this case?
Well, your mother and I, you know, we've recently decided to have a pond ourselves.
Oh.
But I want a big one, and I want a deep one. And I want someone to dig it for me.
Do you see a digger?
I do indeed.
It's a dirty digger.
There as well.
And one there as well.
No, it wasn't me.
Well, we've already established that Rob was completely innocent, so I think it's you this weekend digging a fish pond for your parents. Is that fair enough?
Absolutely.
So the goldfish will live again. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, John. Thank you, Les Halliday, the one that never quite got away. Juvenile crime remains a constant problem in this nation, and tonight our crack confession squad is on the trail of a particularly persistent young offender. Pleased to welcome to the show a man who has personal experience of this young man, his one-time deputy headmaster, Mr. Revel. Mr. Revel, welcome to the show.
Hello.
In your own words, just explain what this young lad used to get up to.
Well, Stuart was a pupil in our school at Warden Park, Cookfield, for about 5 years.
Right.
He got through the first year without any trouble. It went along very happily. I hardly noticed him. But from the second year on, it appeared he was often away from school. He had all kinds of problems. He had headaches. In fact, it got so serious he even had blackouts. His parents were very worried about it. In fact, his father took him to a clinic and spent a lot of money to give him a scan to find out what the trouble really was. We, as a staff, were very worried. I never really knew what happened to him, and I'd be very interested to know this character. It was very sad.
OK.
We were very worried about him.
All right, thank you. Yep, it's a sad story. Or was it? Because independent analysis of the lad's personal history noted a series of curious coincidences. The blackouts took place at regular intervals, and these regular intervals coincided with school tests and examinations. Was there a link? We believe so. And at long last, more than 10 years after the offences took place, an arrest is about to be made.
Good afternoon. Mr. Kelly Noakes. Stuart Kelly Noakes. Quite with us, sir. Yeah. I'll ask you a few questions on Mr. Bunsen, Max. You stitched me up.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we just want... Hold on a minute, I'll put the order through in a minute. Yeah.
Move along, sir.
That's right, we want a chicken biryani. Yeah. Good on rice.
All right, sir.
And a naan bread. Is it naan bread, sir?
Keema naan.
Keema naan.
Oh, hang on, that siren's not working again.
Oh, joke.
Bunsen.
Me, ma, me.
I've just been informed that as he was brought into the studio, Mr. Kelly Noakes suffered a tummy ache, 2 headaches, 3 earaches, 7 blackouts, amoebic dysentery, typhoid fever and Legionnaire's disease. He's now been given the last rites before the officers bring him into the confession room. Quiet, please.
All right, we'll be asking you a few questions, and hopefully at the end of the interview, you'll be confessing. Interview commences. Present, Inspector Baines, Constable Bunsen, suspect Stuart Kelly Noakes. For the benefit of the tape, Mr. Kelly Noakes reminds me of a young Bruce Forsyth.
Well, it's a very...
resemblance, isn't it?
Very faint. Faint resemblance. Yeah,
Right,
but faint
faint.
resemblance.
Well, at least the tape worked this week.
Yeah, terrible last week.
And a power cut.
Yeah, complete blackout it was, yeah.
How are you feeling, sir?
I'm fine, thank
You look the peak of health, if you don't mind me saying.
Yeah, picture of health. Picture of health you are.
How's your stool?
Fine, thank you.
Good. We'll be examining it later, you know. So.
You're not worried about examinations, are you? Some people, examinations, you know, they do anything to keep away from them.
All depends who's doing it, actually.
Of course.
Oh, of course, yes.
Can I ask you a few questions, starting with, well, do you want to start, Bunsen?
Yeah. Are you going to confess or what? He's getting me riled, sir. He really is. I've got all this physical combat training and...
Not now. Right. There are some problems that brawn cannot solve, but brains can.
Oh, yeah. Brains can.
Yeah. Brains can.
Yeah.
First question. Are you acquainted with the Christian saints?
No.
Not personally acquainted, I wasn't asking whether you heard voices. You are acquainted with them indirectly?
Yes.
Right, you may know that some of them have very particular associations with objects, such as...
Yeah, sort of like, St. Christopher's medal.
St. Bernard's dog.
St. Michael's underpants.
And St. Thomas's hospital. You'd have known more religious knowledge if you'd spent, longer at school. You'd go to school, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Did you have fun there?
Sometimes.
Sometimes? You liked school, didn't you, Bunsen?
Oh, I love school, sir. Yeah, I really got on well at school. I loved it, yeah.
Not always, though. Yeah.
Oh, no,
Not during exam time.
Oh, God, no, exams. Oh, God, don't remind... Sir, don't... Stop.
Bunsen? He's blacked out. He's blacked out. I'm going to have to get him in a panda car, take him to the hospital, give him a full body and brain scan. It'll cost a few quid. You know, if you're sick, you're sick.
Only you weren't sick, were you?
Were you? I think you know what we're talking about, don't you?
Yes, I do.
You're only a young lad. So why don't you talk us through it? We were, what, 13, 14?
I didn't used to like going to school, so I used to fake blackouts.
Oh, right.
My father got very, very worried and decided to take me to see the doctor. The doctor couldn't find what was wrong with me, so they sent me to St Thomas's Hospital.
Now, the doctor couldn't find what was wrong with you because...
There was nothing wrong with me.
You went to St Thomas's, yeah?
They decided that they wanted to do a brain scan on me. So they put me up on a pedestal and started to inject some iodine into me so that they could see what was actually going on in my brain. But there was nothing going on.
So they didn't have to use a lot of iodine?
No.
A drop of iodine, yeah?
It actually ended costed my father thousands of pounds for nothing.
Thousands of pounds for nothing? Presumably you paid him back by now, haven't you?
No. Well, I'm sure I will do when he sees this.
Because you never know, you might really have been ill at the time, mightn't you? That might have been the reason you weren't going to school. Shall we do an eye test?
Yeah, do you mind if we do a quick eye test?
Just like to read out these letters one at a time.
Yeah, just read them out one at a time. Just one at a time, sir, that's right.
I,
Yeah.
A,
Yeah.
M,
Nice and quick now.
A, S, K, I, V, E, R.
And what's that spell, sir?
I am a kipper. I'm a scriber.
Thank you, sir, for your full and frank confession. And give you
Stand up, Stuart. Stand up, Stuart. We wish you good luck and good health. Stuart Kelly Noakes, ladies and gentlemen. Very good.
Hi, my name's Hamish Tennant. My story dates back many years when I was living in London. Friends of mine were throwing a party, and because they had a swimming pool at their house, they decided to hold a toga barbecue. On writing out the invitations, I intercepted one to a friend called Sandy. I wrote upon it that to announce his arrival at the house, he had to remove his toga, walk round the side of the house, and run, shouting, and jump into the swimming pool. On the day of the party, we were all standing there, drinking and eating at the barbecue, when we heard a shouting from the side of the house, looked around, and there was Sandy running naked towards the pool, whereupon he jumped in. On surfacing, he looked up to see us all fully clothed, hanging onto our hot dogs. He stepped into the pool, hanging onto his chipolata. I would like to say that I do feel remorse, but it was such a good laugh that no, I feel absolutely no guilt whatsoever.
Hello. What's your name?
Duncan.
Duncan
Quigg.
Duncan Quigg?
Yeah.
Q-U-I-G?
That's the one.
OK,
Quigg.
where are you from, Duncan?
I'm from Bishop Stortford.
OK, and are you going back to Bishop Stortford tonight?
No, I'm going back to university tonight.
To university tonight? Where's that?
Milton Keynes.
In Milton Keynes. Have you got your train ticket sorted?
Yeah, I've got my train ticket, yeah.
OK, and money in case of emergency?
Yeah.
In case anything should happen?
Yeah.
Because one of the worst things that can happen to anyone is to be stuck miles away from your hometown with no money, not knowing what to do and how to get home.
Absolutely.
Isn't that so?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Which is exactly what happened to you a while
That
back.
is.
Tell us the story, Duncan.
Well, I played football for my university against Birmingham University.
Okay.
And basically, after the game, we invited the other lads to come and have a drink, so we started drinking away. And it came for time for the other team to leave, and well, basically, I got bundled into their minibus and sort of...
They grabbed you?
Basically,
And they shoved you into the minibus?
Yeah, basically.
OK, that's nice.
So I was suddenly in Birmingham in their university, drinking away with them, and basically I was supposed to sleep at one of their houses, and came to the end of the union, and I was standing outside, and well, basically I was looking around, and I couldn't see any one of the fat boy sort of footballers. They'd all just disappeared.
They'd all gone?
Every single one
they
of them.
left you, so you were on your own in a town you didn't know.
Yeah.
Did you have money to get home?
I didn't have any money, no.
So, what did you do?
Well, I found a bus station and sort of broke into a bus and slept in the back of a bus. And then I woke up about 8 o'clock or something and went to the train station, Birmingham New Street, and basically the only thing I had on me that was of worth of value to sell or whatever was my watch. So I sold my watch to a complete stranger and got mine.
Was it a nice watch?
It wasn't a very expensive watch, but it was my 18th birthday present from my dad.
Oh, and you had to sell it. How much did you get for it?
Well, I only asked for £17.10, which was...
That's how much it cost to get to London?
Ticket was, yeah.
So these people who took you from where you rightfully belong and dragged you up to Birmingham and left you there, they were fellow students?
They were.
They were fellow sportsmen?
Fellow sportsmen.
Does that kind of behaviour disgust you?
That's absolutely disgusting.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again on this show, I'm appalled at the standard of behaviour from the bad people we seem to attract. And it just appalls me because this sort of behaviour will be the ruin of this nation. And it is, in fact, the sort of behaviour that you'd only expect from one man. And that one man is Steve Shaw. Hello, Steve.
Good evening.
Steve, the name of your game may well be football. The name of this game is confession. So, confess, please, Steve.
Yeah, I admit it. We'd gone to Milton Keynes to play football. We stuffed his side. And we decided to have a few drinking games. Got him gradually slaughtered, I might add. And decided, well, his friends have left him on his own, leave him talking to us. We'll take him with us.
But now you hear the implications of what you've done. This guy, left on his own, no money, nothing to do. He had to sell the watch his dad gave him to get home. You clearly feel a lot of remorse, don't you?
No.
No. That's very funny. Oh, that's an interesting watch, isn't it? Could you just take that off just a second?
Not really.
As the good book says, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, and a watch for a watch. Ladies and gentlemen, you're absolutely right. I think we've done quite well into the bargain there, Duncan.
That's not bad at all. I like that. Yeah.
If you are the person who got a watch for £17.10 and you're watching tonight, could you send it straight to Steve? Because I think these guys are going to need it. Steve and Duncan, ladies and gentlemen. Do you like rugby as well? You don't like rugby? No. OK, I'll just do a little survey. Do you like rugby, sir?
No.
Not at all?
No.
OK. Do you like rugby?
Yes.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, excellent, because we're just going to do a little item on rugby, and I don't really know much about rugby at all. And I was just wondering, I was looking for an expert. Could you do some, like, expert analysis for me?
Well, he's actually a rugby coach.
Yeah, but I think it'd be more interesting to have a woman. Because it's a bit of a man's game, you see, so being, having a man down would be rather predictable and dull. Nothing personal, sir. But having a woman would be far more interesting. So would you like to join me on my confessions couch? Just come on. Take a seat down there. Now, what's your name?
Alison.
Alison.
Hancock.
OK, and you're a rugby fan?
Yeah.
OK, you support the big clubs?
Northampton.
Go to the big games?
Occasionally.
OK, now, we just have this item on rugby to do, and if you feel you can contribute at any stage, just chip in.
Mm-hmm.
OK, got anything to say, just chip in. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, we're trying to get to the bottom of a rugby mystery that has baffled the best brains in the game, and Bill Beaumont. It concerns an incident that took place some 5 years ago now at Twickenham, which is, of course, the spiritual home of English rugby. Is that right, Alison?
Yes.
Fortunately, the match was covered, yes, by BBC television. And we can now show you the video of the moment in question.
No.
The commentator... Would you stop saying no? The commentator is Nigel Starmer-Smith.
The crowd basking in the spring sunshine, and what a finale. We're into extra time. It's 13-all in this 1991 Pilkington Cup final. Harlequins or Northampton, who will it be? It's David Pears then to start this extra time for Harlequins. The kick deep. Packman there covering just outside his own goal line. Looking for touch. Oh, it's charged down by Harriman. The ball's gone into the crowd. The players look on. It's tension now. Harlequins watch. John Olver, he's waiting to see what will the outcome be. But the ball has gone. We've got a problem. The ball's disappeared. Where has it gone?
Well, where indeed. Fortunately, we have a very special eyewitness of the incident, a man trained in observation, international rugby referee, Mr. Steve Lander. Steve, thanks for coming on. Take a seat. This is Alison. Hi, Alison. She's our rugby expert just for the night, just picked at random. So, Steve, now, you're an internationally trained referee. Give us your views on that incident.
Well, in 12 years of refereeing, I've never known anything like it. The players need the ball to play with. If it goes into the crowd, we expect it to come back.
And it just disappeared?
Yes.
And is that a serious thing to happen in a rugby game? I mean,
well, the players breaks the players' concentration and...
Because they get used to the feel of a ball.
Exactly. The pressure of the ball, the kickers get upset and it can change the whole course of the game.
Okay.
And it's a very serious matter. The rugby union take a very dim view of it.
Alison, as our picked at random rugby fan tonight, what do you think happened here?
It nearly hit me in the face, so I put it in my rucksack and kept it.
So, you were at the game, being a Northants supporter. It almost hit you in the face, and so you thought, instead of throwing it back so that my team might win, oh, well, I'll have that.
Don't, because they lost.
So you put the ball in the rucksack.
And took it home.
Was that not immediately obvious to everyone who was standing around saying, thief, 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 thief?
No.
What, no one saw?
Maybe not, I don't know.
So you just walked out of the ground with it? Well, it is a terrible thing, and there are two guys here who want to have a word with you, because they played in that match, and you spoilt their game. From Northants, John Olver, and from Harlequins, Mr. Mickey Skinner. So, I believe, Mickey and John, you have something that you'd like to say to Alison.
We'd like our ball back, please.
I'm not sure where it is.
Well, where is
Sorry.
it? Well, it's obviously an important trophy, it's an important match. You were thrilled to have the ball. They want it back.
OK.
Where is it?
I think it's deflated.
Somewhere at home.
Maybe.
It's not, actually, it's here. This is it? Oh, you have pumped it up. This is not a ball, this is the ball that disappeared.
Sorry.
There you go.
Thank you.
And I think the boys want it back.
Well, I think I should take it as the sequins did win on the day.
So what happened, John, when the ball disappeared? Was it 13-all at the time?
It was 13-all. It was an incredibly close-fought game. And I was the chap who throws the ball in. And I just completely lost my concentration. And as a result, we lost the game.
And am I right in saying that actually after that game you never played for England again?
I never did. You cost me my England place as well. Thank you very much.
Well, Mickey, I suppose you want to thank Alison.
I'd like to say thank you on behalf of England and the supporters, because John did flange around in all his rugby career, and thank you from the bottom of my heart, because
Mickey, you don't need to chat her up. You just need to... And, but John, for forgiveness, I know you're enjoying this, Alison, but John, you're the aggrieved party. It's your team that lost. Can you find it in your heart to forgive Alison?
Well, although she ruined my England career and lost the game for Northampton that day, time has healed the wounds, and I think I can forgive you now.
OK, so do you feel a bit better? See, that's OK, but I really feel some sort of penance is called for. Because, as you know, rugby is a very dirty game, and the players...
I used to play women's rugby.
You used to play women's rugby, so you know, and the rugby players roll around in the mud an awful lot, don't they? And their kit gets absolutely filthy, doesn't it? So, with that thought in mind, would you welcome, please, the players and the lads of Northants Rugby and Harlequins Rugby Club, because they're here. This is supposed to be a penance, but I think you're going to enjoy it. Their kit needs a bit of tidying up. Off you go. Pick it all up. There's a bit of cleaning. Ladies and gentlemen, Alison Hancock and her own Grand Slam. That's it from Confessions for tonight. Remember, if you don't want to hear about it on Confessions, don't do it. Good night. See you soon. Good night.
A slightly earlier time for Confessions next week at 7:05, and in a few moments tonight on BBC1, the National Lottery.